All right, thanks.
Jennifer Crumbley's involuntary manslaughter trial is in day 5, and today a major development unfolded. Talk of Jennifer Crumbley's extramarital affair will now be allowed in court.
Yeah, Paula Tubman is anchoring our coverage today, streaming on Local 4 Plus. She's joining us now to talk about what this means for that case. Hi, Paula.
Yeah, hi. If ever there was a day where we needed context and some analysis, it is today. George Danini, attorney with Butzel Law, is with us. First of all, I want to thank you for being here, but let me set up with you what our audience needs to understand about what's going on today. So the jury is only to consider evidence, right? But it is very difficult to ignore non-evidentiary things like feelings, opinions, et cetera, et cetera. Defense attorney Shannon Smith had successfully suppressed any testimony or evidence that could lead anybody to understand that Jennifer Crumbley had had an extramarital affair. However, today, while questioning a prosecution witness, that started to creep in because it came out that that witness had changed his testimony several times during 3 different interviews with police officers. She was trying to get to the bottom of that, and she made an accusation that police actually engaged in witness intimidation, ostensibly to create a rift between the two. Okay. Prosecution jumped up and said, hey, listen, we can't talk about this. All of this is in front of the jury. The defense attorney says, bring it. Bring it. We want this to be part of this case. And so, Mr. Danini, my question to you is, why is this strategy appropriate, and what could possibly be the end game when the jury is hearing all of this and it's not her marriage on trial, but whether or not she engaged in any activities that led to her son shooting and killing 4 students? What's the end game here, if any?
Well, look, I think what the defense was trying to do was show that this individual, Mr. Milosh, he was intimidated to say certain things, to maybe retract some of his statements. And she's trying to get at that. And that's a serious accusation. On the flip side, what the prosecution is saying is, look, if you're saying he's got a reason to change his story because of some alleged police intimidation, we have the right to go into the extramarital affair as a reason why he is making testimony more favorable to the defendant. I think that's really what's going on here. But it is curious that motions were filed. This was excluded by the judge, and now it's going to be in the case and is in the case.
Yeah, and it really does lead you to wonder whether or not this could actually change the tenor of the case, because again, today at least, we're not even talking about involuntary manslaughter or those things that could have led up to it. We're talking about the salacious details of this extramarital affair, and you wonder whether or not that will color this testimony at all. Mr. Danini, thank you so much for joining us. Always need this expert analysis to help us understand what's going on behind the scenes, which sometimes is even more interesting than some of the testimony itself. We're definitely going to call on you again. Thanks so much for joining us, guys.